Welcome to Math Beyond Borders. Mathematics Simplified. Welcome geniuses. In today's video, let's talk about a few examples on percentage calculation or percent calculation, right? Now, if you remember, we did a few videos and we talked about how to calculate percent, right? So in today's video, let's look at a bit more complicated questions and let's go there progressively, right? So let's first calculate a simple percent. Now you remember when we have 60%, we can write it as 60%, right? 60% of 30. You can cancel this 0 with this with this. 6 times 3 is 18, right? That was simple percent, right? Now I added a twist with it, right? Now this question says 30% of a number is 180. What is the number? Now so there is some number, we don't know. Let's assume that number to be X, okay? So now 30% or, okay, just for this ease of calculation, because multiply X looks together, let's assume the number to be Z. Okay, so 30% of Z is 180. So what is the real value of Z? So let's do it. 30% of Z equals 180. Now if you go back to algebra, this is what we need to do to find our answer, the real value of Z. Okay, so let's use the reduction method, because as I recall, it is the most simplest way to look at it. No logic needed. So let's just look at algebra reduction method. So now I will multiply both. There is a 100 in the denominator, so I will multiply both sides with 100. So what that will mean is there will be 1 times 100 here, and then there will also be a times 100 here, right? This 100 will cancel this 100, so it will become 30Z equals 18,000, right? Now I will divide both sides with 30. So when I divide both sides with 30, this 30 will cancel the 30, 0 will cancel 0, and 1800 divided by 3 is 600. So Z is equal to 600. So the real value of Z was 600, out of which 30% was 180. A bit clear, right? I use the reduction method here. In the next step, I'm going to use the transfer method and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so if a shoe is $120 after a 60% discount, what was the original price of the shoe? So the second example that we saw in the last slide, it's exactly what it is, right? So 60% discount and the final price is 120. So if the discount was 60%, what was the value that was left? So now if you know, and I know you guys know it already, but I'll still say it, that final price equals original price minus discount. Cool? Yeah? Final price. So original price was the 100% price, right? And 60% discount this person got. So my final price was how much? Was 40% of the original value was my final price, right? So which means 40% is of some number that we will find out equals 120. So let's remove it and now calculate based on 40%, right? So 40% of some price, I don't know, let's say that price was Z, equals $120, right? 40 over 100 times Z equals 120. In a logical transfer method, this 100 will go here, right? So it will become 40Z equals 12,000, right? And this 40 will go, it's a numerator here, it becomes denominator here. So which will be, so because of lack of space, let's just take away this 40 and add this 40 here. This 40 moved space, right? It went here. So this 0 will cancel this. 1200 divided by 4, so Z equals $300. So the original price of the shoe was $300, and after discount 60% was discounted, which would be some number which is 180, and comes down to 120 as the final price, which is mentioned here. Okay, simple, not simple? Please do let me know in the comments. I will try. If needed, I will do more examples on this situation. I know it is slightly complicated. When I was teaching in the school, I could see a lot of students struggle in it. So it's not a problem. Let me know. I will record more videos on it. All right. Till then, keep learning, keep questioning. Bye-bye.
Thank you for learning with us. Please share the video with those who you think may need it. Also, if you want to request a topic, put that in the comments section. So until the next video, keep learning, keep questioning. Bye.